Ever wondered what it's really like to live in a Canadian basement apartment? These often overlooked spaces hold a unique place in the country's housing landscape. We're about to take a deep dive into the world of below-ground living, exploring the ins and outs of these hidden homes. For thousands upon thousands, these spaces are more than just affordable options. They represent a starting point, a stepping stone, and a place to call home. They offer a sense of independence and a chance to establish oneself in a competitive market. They're a clever and increasingly vital solution to Canada's ever-evolving housing puzzle. In a nation grappling with affordability, basement apartments provide a practical and accessible alternative. You see them listed online, often with enticing descriptions and surprisingly modern amenities. Tucked away in quiet neighborhoods, nestled beneath the familiar facades of family homes, they offer a sense of community and belonging, offering a promise of affordability and accessibility in a market that often feels completely out of reach for many Canadians. They represent a beacon of hope in a challenging economic climate. These aren't just dark, forgotten spaces relegated to storage and forgotten memories. They're a cornerstone, an integral part of the Canadian rental landscape, providing housing options for a diverse range of individuals and families. Ranging from bright modern suites with all the latest appliances and stylish finishes, to no-frills, functional units that prioritize practicality and affordability above all else. For students navigating the high costs of education, newcomers establishing themselves in a new country, and young professionals launching their careers, basement apartments are often the crucial first step toward financial independence and building a secure future. They're a shared experience, a common thread that weaves through the lives of many Canadians, connecting people from all walks of life, backgrounds, and experiences in the pursuit of a place to call their own. All united in the search for a comfortable, affordable home within the vibrant tapestry of Canadian society. We'll explore the financial realities, the budgeting, and the trade-offs that come with choosing a basement apartment. We'll delve into the comforts, the cozy nooks, and the personal touches that transform these spaces into homes. And we'll address the challenges, the potential pitfalls, and the realities of living in a space that's often misunderstood. We'll uncover what it truly means to live below ground level, examining both the advantages and the disadvantages. This is your comprehensive guide to one of Canada's most common, yet often overlooked, yet least discussed forms of housing, offering insights and perspectives that you won't find anywhere else. To understand the appeal of basement apartments, look no further than Canada's housing crisis. Soaring rents in cities like Toronto and Vancouver have pushed people to seek creative, budget-friendly solutions. For many, students, newcomers, and low-to-middle income workers, basement apartments are the only viable way to live in desirable neighborhoods. Homeowners facing rising mortgage costs rent out their basements to offset expenses, creating a win-win for both parties. This grassroots solution has become essential, with municipalities updating bylaws to encourage legal, safe secondary suites. Basement apartments are now recognized as a critical rung on the property ladder for countless Canadians. They're not just a trend, they're a necessity in today's housing landscape. When it comes to finding a place to live, the options can seem endless, but the budget is often not. So what's the biggest draw of basement apartments? What makes them such a popular choice for so many renters? The price. It's the most significant and immediate advantage. The lower cost of entry can be a game changer, especially in today's economy. In Toronto, where the cost of living continues to climb, a one-bedroom above-ground unit can easily cost over $2,500 a month. These prices reflect the demand and the limited supply of housing in desirable areas. But consider this: a basement suite in the same area, offering similar square footage and amenities, might go for $1,600 to $1,800. That's a substantial difference for what is essentially the same living space. That's a savings of over $700 a month, a considerable amount of money that can significantly impact your financial well-being. This is money that can go toward tackling those daunting student loans, putting together a down payment for a future home, or simply affording a better quality of life, allowing you to enjoy experiences and opportunities that might otherwise be out of reach. The story is similar in Vancouver and Calgary, two other major Canadian cities grappling with high housing costs. In these markets, basement suites consistently offer hundreds in monthly savings, making them an attractive option for renters seeking affordability. This two-tiered rental market not only provides financial relief, but also allows for greater diversity within communities. It creates opportunities for a wider range of people to live in the neighborhoods they desire. This affordability lets people from different backgrounds live side by side, fostering a more inclusive and vibrant community. Lower rent means access to better schools, neighborhood parks, and community amenities, resources that contribute to a higher quality of life. These are opportunities that might otherwise be out of reach for those struggling to afford market-rate rents. Basement apartments are more than just affordable. They represent a practical solution to the challenges of urban living. They're a powerful equalizer in an increasingly expensive housing market, providing a pathway to financial stability and community integration. For many individuals and families, choosing a basement apartment is the difference between constant financial strain and a sense of stability and control over their finances. That's why basement living is such a compelling choice for a growing number of people seeking affordable and accessible housing options in today's challenging economic climate. Basement apartments are most common in post-war suburbs. Think Mississauga, Brampton, Scarborough, Surrey, and Burnaby. These neighborhoods filled with detached and semi-detached homes were built with full-sized basements perfect for conversion. Bungalows and two-story homes with high ceilings or walkout designs are especially popular for basement suites. In many newcomer communities, basement apartments support multi-generational living, offering privacy and independence under one roof. If you're searching for a basement apartment, focus on these family-oriented suburbs with good transit and a strong sense of community. Here, you get the benefits of a peaceful neighborhood at a fraction of the cost. The lower rent is just the beginning. Many basement leases include utilities, making budgeting simple and stress-free. Basements are naturally insulated, staying cooler in summer and warmer in winter, which means energy savings for everyone. Larger basement suites often have 2 or 3 bedrooms, perfect for roommates to split costs and save even more. A separate entrance gives you privacy and independence, luxuries that usually cost extra in apartment buildings. All these perks add up. Basement living offers a unique combination of affordability, comfort, and autonomy. For savvy renters, it's a financial package that's hard to beat. You get more than just a place to sleep, you get a real home. That's why basement apartments are such a smart choice. Beyond the savings, basement apartments offer surprising perks. With only one neighbor, your landlord upstairs, you get peace, privacy, and a quiet environment ideal for studying or working from home. The solid foundation provides great sound insulation, and being away from the street means less noise overall. Having your landlord nearby often leads to a more personal, responsive rental experience. Many basement suites come with backyard access or free laundry, bonuses rarely found in standard rentals. These thoughtful extras make basement living feel less like a compromise and more like a cozy, welcoming home. For many, it's a sanctuary from the city's hustle and bustle. The unexpected comforts are what turn renters into long-term residents. Of course, the allure of a basement apartment with its often lower rent can be quite strong, but before you jump at the opportunity, it's essential to have a realistic perspective. Basement living isn't perfect. While it can be a budget-friendly option, there are definitely some potential downsides to consider. It's not always sunshine and roses. The biggest downside? Less natural light. This is a common issue in basement apartments. Small, high windows can make spaces feel dim, especially in winter. The lack of sunlight can affect your mood and even your vitamin D levels, so it's something to seriously consider. Think about how much natural light you need to feel good in your living space. Moisture and mold are real risks, and they can pose significant health problems. So always check for water damage or musty smells before signing a lease. Look closely at the walls and floors, and don't hesitate to ask the landlord about any past or present water issues. A dehumidifier might be a necessity. Low ceilings and awkward layouts can make some units feel cramped, which can impact your overall comfort and how you utilize the space. And you'll likely hear noise from upstairs. Footsteps, conversations, and even the rumble of appliances can be more noticeable in a basement apartment. Legality is crucial. Not all basement apartments meet building codes or safety standards. This can affect everything from fire safety to proper ventilation. Renting an illegal suite can mean sudden eviction if discovered by the city. You could find yourself without a home with very little notice. Always ask if the unit is registered and legal, and verify this information with your local municipality if possible. And know your tenant rights. Familiarize yourself with the laws in your area regarding rental agreements, security deposits, and eviction procedures. Despite the drawbacks, being informed helps you avoid the biggest pitfalls. Knowledge is power when it comes to making smart housing decisions. A little caution goes a long way in finding a safe, comfortable basement home. With due diligence, you can find a basement apartment that meets your needs and provides a positive living experience. Basement apartments aren't for everyone, but they're a perfect fit for some. Students love the affordability and quiet, especially when sharing with roommates near campus. Newcomers to Canada find stability and community in these all-inclusive, family-friendly neighborhoods. Young adults and couples use basement living to supercharge their savings for a future home. For low-income workers, basement suites are often the only way to live near work without being rent-burdened. These apartments help create more equitable, functional cities by keeping essential workers close to the communities they serve. For many, basement living is a smart, strategic choice. Despite the challenges, renters get creative using lighting mirrors and color to make basement apartments feel bright and inviting. Houseplants, art, and clever decor transform even the smallest spaces into cozy homes. I've seen renters use removable wallpaper or embrace exposed pipes as design features, proving that any space can be beautiful with a little ingenuity. Living in a Canadian basement apartment is a testament to resilience and resourcefulness in a tough housing market. But affordability is just one piece of the puzzle. In our next video, we'll break down the real cost of living in Canada, from groceries to transportation. For now, share your basement apartment stories in the comments below. What was your experience? Join the conversation.